What's up, guys? We're back with another update. We'll start off with some more Conor news. He's had quite the week. He first went off on Joe Rogan, criticizing his commentary on the Khabib fight. Then Artem Lobov opened up a lawsuit against him. He responded to that by calling Artem a rat. And now most recently, he's going after Anthony Smith. So a couple days ago, Anthony Smith was talking to Bisping in a podcast and said he was bothered by the fact that Conor can just jump in and out of the USADA testing pool. He also compared Conor's injury to Chris Weidman and other guys who've broken their legs, saying that Conor's just recovered so quickly. Weidman's still having issues with it. So clearly, he's had some help with this injury, and it just bothers him. Conor's able to use some substances and speed up his recovery. So Conor's heard of this. He's gone after him with a couple tweets. Let's check him out here. So he starts off with this tweet here. The audacity of this loser. Anthony Smith, you're a loser. The percentage of the bones joining back after a break like this is so low. You think I give a F about anything else? I'm the most tested fighter all time in combat sport. I give everything to this game. You, nothing. He goes on to share a video of Anthony Smith after his recent injury, follows up with this tweet. I thought you broke your leg yourself in your last fight. Lol, you little dope. You embarrassment of a man. Keep my name out your effing mouth, prick. Everything was fully disclosed before I began. The state of allowance for athletes to recover from injuries as horrific as the one I overcame must be assessed. My thoughts are with Weidman and Anderson Silva. The three of us and only us know the severity of this injury. And then responding to a fan about his injury, he said, I crushed the metatarsal bones in my foot 3 weeks before the Khabib fight and still made the walk. All injuries are not the same. You will see it all on Netflix. When a serious injury with a high percentage of never recovering occurs, it's just simply not the same. So it seems like he's kind of saying that he doesn't really care about the rules. He's had to take some, different routes to recover from this injury. Doesn't care if he needs to follow the USADA guidelines. USADA's also backing him up. They've shared some, statements for themselves saying that if a fighter's coming back from an injury, there are certain protocols they can take. Conor's only going to need to provide 2 clean tests to come back and fight. And USADA seems fine with that. And, his justification here is actually pretty good. He needed to do whatever he needed to recover. If he had access to better medicine than Silva or other guys and Weidman, that's not his fault. And if USADA's okay with it, it makes sense for Conor to go that route. So let me know what you guys think about this whole situation, especially with Conor having beef with Joe Rogan, Artem Lobov, and Anthony Smith now in the same week. For our next update, we got some news on Alex Periera again. So yesterday, we talked about how he made comments about his injury with his hand. He had some torn ligaments that prevented him from training as much as he wanted to. Maybe that's why his grappling was a bit off. Now, more recently, he was talking about his fight with Strickland, saying that he was a bit scared leading up to that fight, especially when they got in the octagon together. So let's check out his comments about this.
I was scared, but when I heard him talk, I relaxed a bit. He is a good fighter and experienced one, but when he was talking some stuff that didn't make any sense, for a few months since then, the fight was booked. I had fear, but it was under control. But I'll tell you when I was the most afraid. Everything he said and up until the weigh-in, everything was fine. When he entered the octagon and started staring at me, he hadn't looked at me that way before. That was when I became scared. He's another person inside the octagon, different from his normal personality. I thought, this guy wants to kill me. I'm telling you, this was a different guy from everything else. But in the end, it was good that he entered the octagon this way because it woke me up. I became aware of the danger. I knew I couldn't make mistakes. I said, damn, he's different in here. You have to be careful with this man. I went in smarter and managed to catch him. So it's always cool to see the fighters open up about the mental game, especially someone like Periera, who's at the top right now and still admitting that he has fear walking into the octagon. He doesn't let the ego get the best of him. So awesome to see this from Periera, staying humble here. Let me know what you guys think about these updates with Periera and Conor. If you want quick news like this, make sure to follow along. Hope to see you guys in the next video.